Looks like, I mean, it's from the same creators as Gears of War, the Gearbox Publishing. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same company. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and check this out, man. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that follow button, and we're about to get this show on the road. Trying to figure out why I can't use my controller. Hold on. Is it sync? Yeah, it is. There we go. I thought I was tripping at first. I ain't know why my controller wasn't working. But here we go. Let me see my trying to pull the stream up. I want to make sure that I can hear everything. Making sure we good. Yep, I can hear it. We good. Yep, I can hear it. Let's go ahead and get this thing going.
I could use that.
Ugh. I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
I could use that.
I don't like the looks of it. Not bad. Not.
I don't like the looks of this.
And you can't make no black person? Alright, let's see what this game is about. I heard it's like Dark Souls with guns, like a Souls game with guns. Appreciate you for being tuned in if you are tuned in. I might need to change the settings on here too.
She says, if I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this. Shit! You okay? That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What? You'd be dead if my ma hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on. Roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way. You ever hear about the North Pole?
North Pole? That old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old-timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here. You think people actually live like this?
What's... I'm not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life. Great. We can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go. There's gotta be another way through. It's about time. What took you? Hey, look at this. What happened to these poor bastards? Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between us and the dogs. Hey, over here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
What the hell's that?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say. I'm starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea. Deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. Not with a mess like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We
So
retrace our
far, so
steps.
good. I like
We
it.
can find another way
I
out.
like what I'm playing so far.
This is not happening. Tell me this is not happening. No! Not today, assholes! Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
Right, that's a crazy beginning.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2, 3! That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That
All
won't
right,
be the
so far,
last
so
of them.
good. Nothing else in here? I don't see nothing. Yeah, I'll see. Let me see. Looks like it's cool.
Brood are thick down here.
Yeah, I'm
Must be what
liking
I
the
felt
game
back
so
at the
far. It's
war.
pretty cool.
Wait,
Kind of got a
You're
like
from the
Gears
war?
of War type vibe, but it's from the same creator, so
maybe Santa's real
they
too.
even run like
Yeah,
the characters
it's
on
not far
Gears
from
of War.
here. The way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out. Come on!
They even dies like years ago. It's a really good game.
Something's here.
DJ, what up?
The dead would know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
Man, it don't let me use my controller. Achievement 2.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food and water and Folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Cass!
Ooh, that looks like root rot. I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone.
We need to get her to the ward, and quick.
EJ, what's
Doctor,
good
there's
with
our
you?
only chance.
Over here playing this new
We
game
better
called
get moving.
Remnant.
Or we lose the light.
Well, it ain't new, but I ain't never played it before, so it's new to me.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? Yeah, well, you'll be safe here for as long as you need, Traveler. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing out here. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
Wait, hold on 1 second. If you tune in, I gotta do something real quick. Hold it. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. Man, I'm so happy that I got a travel setup, man, to where I can play the game and stream like on the go. I want to get a case for this microphone that I got though. I got a microphone that I'm using right now, and I want a case for it. I definitely want to get a case for it. Hold on 1 second if you tune in. I'm trying to get this stuff typed up. I'm still here. Sit tight. Give me a second. I'm still trying to get this. right, I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I didn't leave. I had a few things that I needed to do, and then I got a call. You know, it's people still wishing me happy birthday. So hold on, let me grab this paper. All right, I'm back. Let's get. I gotta turn my headset back on.
That Donald. Always talking about getting out of here, sailing the sea. Yeah, you'll never catch me on a boat.
You sound so much like Brad sometimes.
Oh. You know, it's strange how quiet it is here some days. Like, nothing's going on.
Yeah. Kind of boring if you ask me. I'd like a little more adventure in my life sometimes.
Oh, yeah? Well, we could sneak off and do some exploring in the old ward. Just you and me. If you want.
Yeah. Or we could just hang out here. You don't talk much about life before the ward. What you did and all.
Oh. It was a hard time.
You're gonna help eat it though, right?
Of course, Dwayne.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's final.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot. And I am not your child. You don't have authority over me.
On this, I do. This town needs you. You can't go wandering off after something that might not even We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. In the flesh. Huh, how about that? I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources, and then we'll get into it in earnest. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes. Anyone in particular? Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she was 16 when I first met her, over a lifetime ago. But she hasn't aged a day since. You see, Clementine, she's forever young. Height of hormones, height of feeling, height of hurting. I'm sure you remember yourself. Or if not, that little scrapper you came in with brought it all back to you. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful. Huh. Want some intel, huh? All right, traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. Take care, my friend.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you go? I'm McCabe. I like to keep to myself and my work. My work happens to be tinkering and modding weapons. And that's already more information than I like giving out. Capiche? Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. Ha, I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around here. Well, seeing as you got the mayor's personal approval, I reckon you his problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know. Damn straight. A lot of folks only ever learn how to look out for themselves. They don't know any different. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called the Mud Dogs. We took what we wanted and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old ways. Maybe never will. Watch yourself, stranger. Wood ain't clean yet.
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxel. Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Pax to take apart without hoof and horn. I am Zaisrak Thadwell. My Paxeltic name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make only the finest. The Paxeltek's path lies before it.
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Or you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help. I have been known to tell a story or two. Though old Mudtooth does give me a run for my money. Or did you mean that I collect the stories? Because I do that too. And I'd love to hear your tale, traveler. Oh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story. What brought you out here? I hear that. Why, if half of old Mudtooth's tales are true, the world used to be a hell of a lot more connected. It's past time we took that back from the root, too. You're in the right place, traveler. How about your friend? How'd you meet her? So you, owe her a debt? Or maybe you paid it off by getting her here. Hey, what do I know? I tell you what, though, ain't no logic keeping tabs with people's lives. We look out for each other because we're human, yeah? It's the only way that makes sense to me. The only thing that makes humanity worth being around. Speaking of your friend, I heard she came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there? Son of a gun. Those bastards don't know when to quit. Yeah, I'm real sorry to hear that, traveler. Yeah, thick around here, no doubt. I got suspicions on why that is, but, well, other folks are better suited to speak on that than old Reggie. Well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nastier things here, believe me. I reckon she'll come through just fine. What about you? What do you hope to find out here? Yeah, there's no shortage of lingering deadwood, let me tell you. We ain't overrun, but we ain't rid of them yet either. So now I've got a measure of you. Is there anything I can do for you? Take care now, traveler.
What? Hey, get away from my stew! Oh, it's you. What? No, of course not. Never seen you before in my life. I just figure you're you. You know? And I'm me, and that's where we are. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you, huh? Questions? I reckon I've got a few answers. Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah, town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac, you might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a what you calls it, a hockapotopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. Anywho, I was living by myself when my boy Brabus showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to, being around folks again. Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh? That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet? Right. So, let me see here. Folks come see me for my stories and my stew and... Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's certain. Huh. Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping. You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? Let me tell you what those folks are up to in that atoll, that Ward 10 and 7. That was where they did their experimenting, see? They made weapons for the USA. That's what this land was called back then. And the root, you see, they were cloned. Yes, sir. They found root D and A trapped in red amber, and they done built themselves an army. But this army, it got out of hand and turned against them. Couldn't tell the difference between the Usanayans and whatever else there was. Pretty good weapon if you ask me. Nigh on slaughter the whole damn world. Makes you think, though. What else were them Usanayans capable of? Maybe it's for the best they ain't around no more. This one's, 100% true. This city ain't without its own tales. Why, there's a tower, see? What only appears once in a gibbous August moon. Kinda looks like a big yellow-orange pumpkin. And within that tower is a man. Except he's not a man. He's a wizard, see? He calls himself the Keeper, and he controls everything. I've seen him myself. Even talked to him once. Man, smart as hell. So smart, even I can't keep up with him. He says he watches over all of us. But if that's the case, then he ain't been doing such a good job. I mean, look around you. But I reckon he means well. And that tower, I think, is like a spaceship he uses to teleportate to other planets. You go walk the city in a harvest pumpkin moon. You'll see what I mean. Let me see here. Ho! I've been telling tales about the Ford family for years. I tell you, nothing about them surprises me no more. Like old Commander Ford, one who used to run this here ward, she was the youngest of the family. She's the one what brought most of this town together. They say she's dead and buried, but they don't know the truth of it. See, the old Commander were the youngest, but she ain't the last. Old Ford, her grandpa, is still kicking here in town. Crazy old man went and fought the Deadwood head on and lived. Her grandmother was half Root herself. Folks used to call her the Root Mother. And oh, she were a twisted one, let me tell you. The thing about the Fords is, they can't die. Not a single damn one of them. I mean, look, they all thought old Ford had died long ago, and there he is, plain as day. I don't care what anyone says. I swear to you on my unborn brother's life, the other Fords are still out there somewhere, too. This is 100% true. I ever tell you the secret behind my stew? Well, I ain't gonna. But I will tell you how it came to be, yeah? The original recipe comes from my ma, of course. But that ain't the end of the story. My ma made a fine stew, but it weren't nothing to tell tales about. Not until the day me and the Crazy Eight got ourselves trapped in one of them old, medieval, meditating, We was trapped in one of them medicinal compounds full of pharmaceuticals and whatever you call them. And I had nothing but a dead coney and an onion on my belt, which weren't good for much but were the style at the time. So we scrounged for ingredients. Well, them hospitalities ain't no good for food, but they do have some pretty mean spices lying around if you know what you're doing, which I do. That night was the best stew any of us ever had in our lives. Kept us going for days, until finally the dead wood outside got bored and took off. And that, friend, is the same stew I make today. I even use the same ingredients as them back in the day medicinals. Better even. Fair enough. I'll be seeing you then.
Wallace told me things about my past I didn't want no one knowing. Never spoke to him again after that.
You ever climbed to the top of
Hey,
You're doing braver than me.
you're the
He's up
newcomer,
above the
ain't you?
docks, overlooking the ocean.
Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time. Pretty much. Any part of your flesh prison breaks down, you come to me. There ain't much I haven't seen before. Shoot. My grandfather. He'd been treating folk his whole life, nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it. Simple stuff at first, but yeah. You're old enough to hold the knife, then you're old enough to use it, he said. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa. Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Good. All right, then. What else can I do for you? She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you. Not yet. She's asleep, and I'd like her to stay that way a spell. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know. Take care, sunshine.
Always talking about getting out of here. Audrey, I've been meaning to tell you something.
You don't talk much about life before the war.
Audrey, I've
If you're looking for
been meaning to
Wallace, he's
tell
up
you
top.
something.
You sounded so much like Brad just now. Sorry.
I don't know what's gotten into Ford's head. That man cannot stay in one place. Ugh. If you're looking for Wallace, you won't find him here. He mostly keeps to himself over at the docks.
Back so soon, huh? I think Ford would have you run in circles by now. Oh, Traveler. I heard you're helping out the Founder. Yeah, the Commander thought so. I mean, eventually. The Founder can be eccentric, but you can't argue with his results. Just gear up and be safe, okay? I'm saving you a spot on garden duty when you get back, huh? Those carrots ain't gonna pull themselves. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
You look like you need some shooting practice. You want my permission, stranger? You're gonna have to prove your worth. Yeah, Bo. I'm looking to take over this place, see? And he's all that stands in my way. So what I need from you is... Ah, damn. I couldn't get through it all. I'm just pulling you again, stranger. We're all friends here, even me and the mayor, basically. And the firing range is yours anytime you like. Don't need no one's permission. Watch yourself, stranger. Load ain't clean yet.
Miss Clementine saved your life. I hope you told her thank you.
This is Mud Dog territory! Your friend looks pretty bad. She's gonna die, isn't she? I'm watching you, stranger. What? We gotta watch our own. No one else will.
I see you, traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already, too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to.
I think I'm definitely about to go with the hunter on this one. Yeah.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. I'll see you again, traveler.
All right, so far so good. I'm probably about to be hopping off in like a little under 10 minutes. Gotta start packing my stuff up so I can head to the crib. But I will be going. I will be streaming when I get back to the house. Hold on one second. All right, yeah, I'm here. You see, we just make sure I'm saved, and I might do a little bit more exploring, but when I hit 4 hours on here, I'm probably gonna wrap the stream up. Yeah, very happy that I downloaded this one, man. This is a pretty good game. I like it so far. Do a little bit more exploring. I got like 6 more minutes on here, then I'm gonna be hopping off and going back live when I get home, so don't go too far.
You'll probably want to talk to Gravis. He'll set you up. If you plan on heading back up there.
You reminded me so much of him.
You mean Brad?
My brother, actually.
If you're looking for Ava, you will find her over at the warehouse.
You look like you need some shooting practice. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
What is it now? Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So, either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.